welcome back to Chasing the Dream on Alma, Missouri. This episode, I think we're going to be fairly busy. At least a lot going on to start. So we're going to send that to the barn. It's time for us to move some of our beef out of there. Now that they've, brought some calves into the world. Barley is ready to harvest. And, interesting, we'll run down here real quick to show you. So, pretty sure I thought we planted this side first. It is not ready to harvest. I don't know if this was a map update glitch when I updated it. I'm not fully sure. Then I come over here. And, yeah, this is definitely a whole stage ahead. Which is kind of interesting. But nonetheless, it actually worked out because, we were going to have to probably till this in. Or try to direct plant soybeans. Now, the other barley field across the road over there, we are going to plant, and let's pull it up here. We are going to plant on field 16. Alfalfa will go in after that barley is off. 21-20, that combined field we made, that'll turn into soybean. Field 18 will also be soybean after the alfalfa comes off. We'll leave 19 alfalfa for the remainder of the year. Next spring, we might try something different after the first cut. We'll see how it goes. And we got $1 million now again. Thinking about purchasing field 9 and 8. And even kind of starting to think about field 17, which, right now, there's nothing even in there. Could plant plant something. Let's look at the calendar here. You plant canola in August, let's say. We buy it. You really can't plant anything other than the usual stuff. So maybe we finally do a canola harvest. And, maybe not, because I didn't realize the harvest period for that is brutal. July. It's a whole year. It's a long time. But we have other crops. We could still technically, just soybeans. Soybeans. It says olives there, but we're not doing that. And, yeah, alfalfa on that. So maybe not quite yet. Let's purchase it. Let's hold off, save that money. But those other two fields, I think there's corn. And what was in the other one? Canola is already over there, actually. So those are two options we have. Because it's still in the growth stage yet. So see, that's, one stage off. Interesting. But I think that was the same way, because I think this field 7 over here was similar. It should still be in the same growth stage as those, so interesting. Maybe there's a mod conflict in there. It is what it is. Anyway, now that we're in the map, we actually need to go back over here. Get this guy fired up. So we're piling up with some manure again. We need to get our harvester over to the other farm. We already got the header over there, which isn't bad. I want to check this too, so looks like, doesn't it look weedy? Am I the only one seeing that? Selling us we're good. No weeds. Some weeds down there, some weeds there, but I guess it's just small little patches we're seeing. Alright, that's not bad. Too wide of a turn. So we'll get this set over to sell some livestock. And we'll send the harvester over on its way. We need to actually send our, there we go. Get it going here. But we need to also mow, because we're going to have to tether all that as well. And unfortunately, when we're filling the grain bin, we won't be able to use Kubota. Thought I was going to be able to make that turn. We're just not up to that M-Tank trucker level. There we go. Alright. So we got, that's a set of 40 month. Perfect. That bull's at 12 months, so we're fine there. That's another set at 40. Another set at 40. That one's 6. Okay. We got another one. So it's not too shabby. Yeah, there's. I mean, these are a lot of the ones we started with, so I'm pretty impressed. Bull price not bad. I think we can get them up to $2 grand. So that cuts us down to 33 in that pen, because we're selling off 20, but they're not going to get any more money for what they are, age-wise. And we want to make sure we are sending it on its way. I was going to say, I knew there was an animal dealer somewhere. So I'm actually going to follow this around. Depending I didn't leave any trailers in the way. I did have the feed wagon out, the feed cart. We'll jump out of here. Oh. Gonna actually move this out of the way. Like so. Then we will send this tractor on its way to the farm because it's gonna be mowing. Create bales and stuff too, that's how we'll sell it all. Then over here we need our harvester. Like I said, the header's already at the other farm, which works perfect. Everything's good to go on this. Should be good to go. Our maintenance crew is pretty great, not gonna lie. I see some of you in other episodes need to get a maintenance crew that's on my level. Yeah, I got lucky, I guess. But they do a pretty great job. No real breakdowns for us. There we go. So those are all headed off. I don't think we need... Do we need the grain cart? I don't think for those two fields are going to need the grain cart. I think the truck alone can kind of do the job. We'll use the Kenworth on it, power through, so I'm not too worried there. Like I said, we got enough bales over here right now. We still need to build a bale barn, and then I am contemplating. We decided to go really crazy with a cover crop, putting in a bunker. We also need to get the silos set up over here as well. So like I said, there's a lot to do. We'll have to figure it out once we get the barley going and alfalfa. Like I said, won't really be able to use Kubota right now, but it is what it is. We'll still be able to tether with our other gear. See y'all in a little bit. Alright, so we are all parked up. We're gonna see what we can sell. So boom. Thought it usually gives me the option to yep, I had to go a little bit further back. I did notice that seems to be was there an issue? So as we I swear this animal dealer seems to get touchier and touchier. It's right there, should work, but it doesn't. Okay, I guess it's just gonna tell me it's not working, but it's working. So, yeah, it's a fun little thing to work through there. Let's get these sold. You know, make some money. They've served their purpose. We're thankful for them. Now it's time to turn them into beef. Good amount of dough there. Do we want to buy? Our herd's not going to expand for a while. So what I'm thinking is we make some purchases on the beef side again. Go heifers or 8 calves. Could go calf again. Yeah, you know what? Let's get some Angus. I know M-Tank really loves Angus beef. It's $3,600. Can't beat that. We might even come back and grab another 36 limousine calves. We're gonna go with it. That's a great price. I'm not complaining. We'll get turned in through here and we'll get these calves back to the main beef yard. A little bit of a swing out there. There we go. Do some cycling here. Actually, while this is still here, let's see if this gets a little bit more. We'll run back up here. We should have 2 pieces of equipment. Just realized too, the truck is at the other farm still. Been kind of jumping back and forth with everything else. So I forgot. We'll get this down there for now. Then we'll probably get the alfalfa mowing. I think that's got to be priority because right now we might still have moisture on this barley, so we don't want to go too crazy jumping into that yet and getting everything set up. Just still need to add Thunder's mod to this. Just need to test it. Let me know in the comments below if you've used that add-on with the moisture and if you're enjoying it, any issues you found with it, any things that really stand out that are pretty amazing with it. Let me know down in the comments. I think I'll pull this over here right now. We'll go back. We want that truck. back at the main barn. It's just easier to move stuff. We also need to get these tanks filled. Have to look at what the dynamic pricing for that is. So that truck's on its way back now, which is great. Jump into 145. We'll get the mower set up. We'll send this tedding after as well. Like I said, I don't tend to use the grain cart for the little amount of barley that we'll probably get. Should get a fairly decent amount of straw still off of it though. Which we'll be able to bale, which will be nice. It's important that we keep a pretty decent income of straw coming in. The truck already made it there, flying down the road. So we'll get him set up over here on a course. Then, like I said, hopefully the truck's back by then. We'll get the harvester set up. They'll stay pretty busy. Actually, our pickup truck should be showing up fairly soon as well. Alright, so I'm not too worried about saving this course because we're going to go right into soybean after this. No, that's not what we wanted. No, it's not giving me the option for field work. Here we go. Just had to click on it in the mini menu, I guess. Alright, we'll do 3 headlands. Should be good enough. We'll run it at the 8.6. I mean, actually, I guess headlands don't really matter for the mowing part. It'll be when we do the windrow that'll matter. Perfect. So we will send them on their way. And hop off here for a second. Get that truck going. The mirrors opened up. We will run over and deliver our header. It's crazy to think we're already getting to the point where we're starting to harvest again, even though we'll be planting right after. It's just a forever going cycle of a farmer. Kind of wondering too if we should start upping our dairy head. We'll see how many we get. I mean, it is slowly growing. And that you kind of don't want to go crazy with. The beef side you can kind of go with because you can sell, you know, the profitabilities and, you know, fatten them up, send them on their way. So that's just something we'll keep in mind. I'm wondering if I should put it on this side of the road. A little bumpy, but I think if I maneuver it correctly and there's no traffic, we can do this just like That's good. That's good. Open this up like so. Should be pretty good to work this field. Like I said, we'll probably do this ourselves. Turn that on, drop that. Go. A little bouncy still in this field. I think now that we've kind of extended this field, I mean, this is looking like a pretty good yield coming off this field. This is a definite good yield. And look at the pile, the size of that windrow. I should say swath. I am going to just run that one crossway. I think kind of do the end on both. Looks like we're missing a little bit here. We'll slow it down. Now let's go right into the end. This shouldn't take too long. The other field be a little bit longer, but same thing. Should work pretty well. I'm hoping the yield's also great on that one. The yield right now is actually really impressive. We're actually almost full. And we haven't made one loop around this small field yet, which is crazy to me. But it looks like we're finally doing it right, if that's the case. Like I said, we'll convert this over to alfalfa for a year. Maybe even longer. Kind of let it grow back a little bit. And we might not make it. That is crazy. So I thought for sure this would be no problem. So we're gonna fire up Kenworth and head over there. Open that grain cover up. I'm kind of shocked that our yield is that great there. And I know we were trying to do the best job we could, but it looks like we're getting max on everything. I'll have to actually look at it when we get over there. But, well, at least on the mini map, it was pretty green. Swing right in there. We're looking at it. Yield potential. Wow. I did not realize that. So yield potential is 125. We are actually expecting right now 131, which is what I would believe it's probably actually taking. So 4.6 ton an acre. I think we're beating that. I think we are definitely beating that. Probably could have just went down the end on this, but we'll let some of that run off. So that is, I mean, I feel pretty good right now, knowing that we really crushed it on hitting the yields. And honestly, I think every episode we've had on here and on some other series, I don't think we've ever hit 131% for yield. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now, knowing that. It's pretty good to see when you're, the fruit of labor pays off. Just turn around. One thing about having that end row right there, that swath, a little tough to pivot and turn. I mean, we're already at 40%, by the way, in the tank again. We should be able to finish this in this pass, going back down this little section. And that'll do it for this field, and we'll head over to the barley. And I'm thinking with that alfalfa field mowed on the edges, we might be able to drive right across and not have to technically unload everything or unhook the header and such. We'll see. Back it up here. Get that raised. So it's a little easier to turn around and pivot. We will probably just go like this with it. We'll probably be able to get all this, I think, the straw swaths baled up before we even need to bale the alfalfa. Just because we still get a TED and all that. We'll see how long, you know, we're into this episode. It's always the other consideration, right? Try to keep them around 30 minutes. You all seem to love the 30-minute ones. I've noticed the view times and, like, it shows people go away, which I think is a pretty cool feature on YouTube, and then it shows that, you know, they kind of come back and continue watching. So 30 minutes seems to be the sweet spot. We've tried 10 minutes, 15, 20, and they're up and down. 30. You guys seem to watch it like it's a TV series. It's kind of cool. Alright. So pretty solid. Almost 2 full tanks of barley off this field. Like I said, 131% yield. The potential originally was what, 125? Which I think is what the base default says it'll be. And then it just happened to really, you know, take off. So I'll shut that harvester off. We'll see. I think we can swing it. Try not to bottom out in the ditch here. Oh yeah, we can definitely... almost just bottomed out again. But now that this is mowed, we can swing around. Get this over the other field, and then trying to think. Oh, we gotta unload the cows, or the beef, I should say, the Angus, the 36 calves we bought. So we'll get this guy set up course play, and we'll definitely get to work on that, because we need to get them out, get them in the barnyard, and enjoying life on their new farm. So that's what I'll probably do, get this set up on course play, and I'll see y'all shortly. So we got the new Angus calves put away in the beef barn. They're all set. We're now hided up because we need to unload the harvester. Then we will get some baling done. And we kind of wait for all this other stuff to get caught up. And interesting. Looks like he started a little ways in. But that's alright. Did not make it far around this one either, which tells me the yield is probably pretty solid again. And if we're getting over 100% yield, I'm pretty happy. But it's pretty cool to see it beat what essentially the max in the game was, 125. I think we'll be able to slide right in here. So probably fill this right up. I want to see. Ooh, this is actually not. So 98 was expected yield. Yield potential 89. I think we're still doing pretty good, especially with how the nitrogen levels were a bit too high in this field. So I'll take it. Looks like they're maybe pretty close to full. Back up a little bit. Should be able to follow them around the corner. We'll bring this back up to the barn. Quite a bit of weight to this. Not really getting good traction in this field either. Harvester's moving right along though. Straw swaths are just massive. Well, let's see if we can do this kind of right. Okay, I'm right here. Right here. Come on. Perfect little run we're on. Top me off. There we go. 100%. We'll shut that tarp. We'll head on our way. 1,700 bushels. That's what we currently have, so that's counting what came off of our other smaller field. And almost one full pass on that one, so I think if we get 2 trucks, is that 3,400 bushels? That's not bad at all. I'm happy with that. For the size of those fields, and you know, we didn't know the outcome of what they'd be yield wise. Smaller field, we knew it would kind of be in a decent position, but to get the yield at 131 was pretty impressive. What was that again? 4.6 tons? What? No way, he's already got a full grain tank again. Jump over here. Already got the top open. Why is that sliding? I noticed that sliding. It's still sliding. So what I'm going to do actually is, let's jump in here. I get it's supposed to help pivot and so on and so forth. But it's driving me nuts. So let's go. Sits a little higher. Get that unloaded. I can't believe that's already jammed up over there. I'm full again. So maybe the yield is actually higher in some of the... There's no way in that one little section that filled up. Needs to be unloaded. Meanwhile, here we are. Full trailer of barley already. Hurry up, get this unloaded, and head back over there. My plan was, you know, send this truck back over, then start baling, but I don't think we're gonna have that time. The harvester seems to be filling up pretty quick. I already kind of don't like that we're kind of sitting around on it right now, actually. There we go. Just waiting for those flaps to shut. That way we know we're good to go. Swing it just right, like that. Oh, it works perfect. We'll head back down over here. We can open that tarp up. So yeah, they made it to that other corner. I guess it's about the same distance, if you think about it, as the other side was. It's just wild to me though. Swath piles, like, that's why I feel like the yield is much better than we think, because swath piles are huge. So I don't think we're gonna have to sit there the whole time for that one. Hooked onto the baler here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go get that other barley field taken care of, at least baled, and then from there should be another call for a full harvester sooner than later. Drop down and get it going. Yeah, I'd say all is going pretty smooth now. This is where we're dreaming of kind of being. Like I said, by like year 5, kind of having a good amount of land, getting things somewhat automated. Done pretty good with it. Now time to purchase some more land. We kind of got the barns there. We got the little things like silos, hay sheds, stuff like that, or bale sheds. We've got to, finish up, but overall, I think we're in pretty good shape. We should get a fair amount of straw bale off this too. this one off. I'll probably bring it over to the other barn. We need to get that, definitely going to get that straw bale, or that bale barn built over there. Just simplify things a little. So there it is, full worker yet again. Did not take long. So we might have to run over there before we finish these last 3 rows. If it doesn't fully fill the truck already. It looks like our mower is going pretty quick as well on the alfalfa, which is good. And like I said, we'll get this planted into alfalfa. Should be able to direct seed it. That's where he is. It looks like he's missing a little bit here. So what I'm going to actually do, let's stop there. These windrows or swath piles are insane, by the way. I just don't get it. I did see recently too, somebody said something about, I think it was in one of the Discords, about me actually tiling that ditch up there and putting this field with that field up there together and letting them just run. Having one large field over here, making out one, which, you know, tempting. Just, it's gonna be a lot of work though. See if we can drive right over this. Oh no. This could be trouble. Yep. When the yield's too good. So I'll get that truck over there. I mean, I just don't get why those swath piles are that big. 66% full on this front. But they're pretty much, I've been going for a while, recording wise too. It's probably still gonna be another good 30-minute video plus. A lot of alfalfa to still be mowed by the looks of it over there. You know, we gotta get this baled up. We've made some purchases. You know, we sold some beef, which more than paid for 36 new beef cows that we'll raise. So we'll keep doing that, keep expanding on that. But I think this is where I'm going to call it an episode. You know, we've kind of been trucking along in it. And there's a lot of different things going on. I know we've been kind of focused on this side of it with everything going on, but I appreciate the continued support for the channel. We continue to climb up in subs. Watch times through the roof right now. You guys are just crushing it on that. You know, everybody that's sharing the content, I really appreciate it. But until next time, Farmer Taz, out.